T-Rex, that is a dinosaur, correct. Stego. Alrighty. Steg. Create. Boop, boop, boop. Tyrannosaurus. Whoa. What else do we have? What if I just type in Saurus? I'm just going to start from the top here. I'm going to be honest. It's not going to take a very long time for me to be like, I've never seen any of these before. Okay, that's pretty dope looking. Okay, that's one. Okay, the neck thing is going to get a little old, but that is adorable. Oh yeah, no, this one's too ripped. Okay, that's not legal. That's not legal. Okay, that's a what? Andrewsaurus? That's a werewolf. That is a pupper. Once I get some more of these made, I will actually go through and look at these. Yeah, now that's one that I'm a fan of because it's one of the few I can remember the name of. By the way, when I unpause this, they're all going to murder each other, so don't get too attached, yeah? Oh, I made 2 of those. That looks like a Pokemon. That's so derpy looking. Okay, new fave. Brachiosaurus. Oh, also one of the cool things about Arena is you can assume control and drive it. Just one thing at a time, okay, Zortos? But that's a croc type? Mm-hmm. I wonder what the... I love that all of the man variants of these are just like, it's the same dinosaur, but like ripped. Like where'd the... Yeah, this one. Yeah, it's like, it's the first one, but they're on their hind legs and they're like ripped. You know, because like this is just this. This is just this. You are you. That's great. Looks like there is a man variant, yeah. What the shit is that? Okay. Kratosaurus, cool. Geonosian, yeah, that's a creature from Star Wars. Correct. Dilphosaurus? Sure. I do like a dill pickle dinosaur. whatever this is. It's cute, though. A raptor-type dino? Gotcha. Those are also kind of cute. I'm starting to find the aquatic ones, which are just gonna die, right? Like that. That's got some wild eyes. You know, the amount of detail on these, I'm actually thinking that some of the other sprites in the game need an update. Like, I'm thinking about, like, some of the cavern creatures, especially, and even, like, the dragons. It's like, man, these are just so much more detailed than some of the initial sprites. Oh, a Kentosaurus. I know you. Lystrosaurus? Well, that's... that's me when I'm upset. I'm literally just searching for Saurus, so I have no idea if Megalodons are in. That's cool. There's Megalodons and Megalodon people. Okay, I need to see what this Megalodon man looks like. It's like a shark slug. A Megalodon is a big shark. Holy shark indeed. It's a land shark, actually. What else do we have? There's like 100 of them, so this is going to take a bit. Nodosaurus. Is there also a Nadasaurus? There's so many. Something I need to do as well is I need to make an animal person and give them some gear. Like, what if I select you and be like, you're a great fighter and also have an axe and an iron mail shirt and 2 shoes and silver greaves for some reason and a copper shield. Oh. That's a little disappointing. Although he does have an axe. No, sorry, he does. He does, in fact, have the gear equipped. It's just, I kind of had to squint. We've got, okay, so we've got woolly mammoth people. Okay, now the woolly mammoth man, I'm gonna give him a spear. Okay, that's dope. That's rad looking. That's awesome looking. The normie woolly mammoth. I need to set it so that they're not like, you know. What the fuck? I just accidentally built an aardvark. My bad. Don't mind the aardvark. There you go. There's a couple normal woolly mammoths. There's also pygmy mammoth people. What the fuck is this? This is the object testing arena, and I'm looking at new creatures. That were added to the game this morning. When I unpause this, they're just going to murder everything. Comps. There's a Procompathosaugonorus man. Um, the ultimate showdown of Ultimate Destiny. More or less, yes. And I could play as a dwarf and see if I could fight in this. Or maybe the man variant down there. 2 seconds, chat. All right. No. Yeah, no, there's one right there. Okay. What else do I have? Saurus. There's Tyrannosaurus man. There's also a Tassantosaurus man. And Tassantosaurus people. Cool. I'm now just going to the bottom. A Tavosaurus. I always get scared when, like, the sprite is too big and it doesn't fit. Like this. That's a pretty big sprite. You know, I think it's kind of fitting, though, because I'm still thinking about sprites right now. I do think it's kind of fitting, though, that Dwarf Fortress is just starting to look like almost but not quite, like, just community-made thing. Like, you know how a lot of roguelikes or games that are similar to Dwarf Fortress in scale just have, like, community-made asset packs and shit? Like, this... Because enough different artists have touched this at this point, it is almost starting to look like a community collaborative thing, which kind of is fitting, I guess. I think that's all of them. I don't think I have one of these in. I do have one of the Spinosaurus people, though. Woolly. The Woolly Rhino. That's pretty dope. What other things am I missing? I don't think so. What if I just type in US? Like us. I'll probably get more things that I'm missing. Oh yeah, no, there's lots that I'm missing. Like Diplodocus. Which is just a green version of the Brachiosaurus, mostly, without the little hat thingy. I'm sorry, a Smilodon? What the fuck is a Smilodon? Oh, that's dope. I could see, like, a goblin riding that. That checks out. Oh, is that literally what Sabertooth are called? That's interesting. I realize the walrus is also going to sneak into here, but there you go. All these dudes. Wow, those are huge. We have been smiled upon, clearly. Ankylosaurus. I think I already had... Yeah, I've got one of those down there. don't think I have one of these. Nope, already have one of those. Okay, I'm doing doubles. Help me out here, chat. What am I missing? I don't think there's a Mosasaurus. Nope, just giant squids. Afro thingy. Sure. I think I don't know if I already had that. Oh, yeah, I did. No, I don't. They slightly different than that. True, yeah, I don't really have any raptors, do I? That's a raptor, folks. Oh my god. A velociraptor, more like a velociraptor. Just put like an army of velociraptors out here. There's a Euroraptor. Just looking at those would be obnoxious to show up in your fort. They kind of remind me of Crundles. An Oviraptor? Okay, where's the Omniraptor? Those are pretty dope looking, actually. I've typed that one in, I think, Mosas. Yeah, no, I've already got one of those, I think. But here, I'll throw in another one. Yeah, I literally have one right there. Raptor. There's the, chat. They did in fact add the Utah Raptor for the 2,510 of you who've asked. There are in fact Utah Raptors. And Utah Raptor people. Place, yes, and I already made one. Helene T, making dinos into birds. I don't know, man. The only dinosaurs are the people that deny science. So, Dimitri. Oh, that's what I should type in. Udon. I mean, Don. There's so many more. Of course, there's the Megalodon, but there's also that thingy. Don. I haven't even typed in Dactyl yet. What the fuck is an Etidon? It's like wild boars? Huh. Prehistoric piggers. I was expecting delicious noodle soup, but I mean, hey. Whatever a Glyphodon is? It's like a weird anteater thing? That's dope. I think that, like, this is very much confirming my suspicion. Like, my favorites are, like, the ones down here that we've ended up with, and the mammoths. More so than the dinos. I think the iguanodons have been forgotten beasts for a while already. These guys. These are the real names for dinos, apparently. You're double checking they are real. There's some weird names for dinos, okay? Like, trust me. Paladibelodon? What? Sure. Yeah. Definitely. And then I got the Smilodon as well. Okay, hold up. URA. Oh, right, yeah, this was the thing that showed up in my fort today. We'll do more detailed looks at a bunch of these once I'm through here. Okay, how many arms does this have? I'll give you a sword and a shield, maybe. That's kind of funny looking, this guy. It's like a weird millipede thing. Not as many arms as I thought it would have, actually. Okay, what else? We got to be getting close to the end of this list, right? Oh my god, nope. There's a Shelly. See, there's these. But also just like a person variant of it, which looks like what? I need to know. Oh my god. Also, they're wearing armor because I'm dumb. What? I already built those. Arch to Paradic? Okay, a YX. There's whatever this is. TYL? Pterodactyl. US. YL. Oh, wow. I guess there aren't anything other than the man variant of those. Okay, we also got those. A Dinosuchus? What is a Darethrum? The fuck, man? Dunkosaurus? I do know about Dunkosaurus, yes. I don't know why I know about a Dunkosaurus, but he looks upset. Of course they can. I don't know, let's just... He's not much of a hand person, so we're just going to make him a kicker and a biter. An expert biter. Chat, what's a good weapon for a Tyrannosaurus? I'm going to give him a two-handed sword. That's what I'm giving him, a two-handed sword. No shield. And a crown. Obviously, leather pants. And a long skirt. 2 low boots. And 2 troll fur mittens. Oh, did I just reset it? Hold up. I'll fix this. Okay, so biter and dodger and kicker. Two-handed iron sword. I'll give you iron gauntlets, iron low boots. Where's that dress? You know what? Fuck it. Just gonna give him a thong. Perfect. And that's it. There you go. Picture of a T-Rex wielding a sword like the dragons from 6 Billion Demons, just clutching the thing in its jaws and cleaving 6 dudes at a time with a total flat badass. Yeah. Knight of the Kingdom. What a dude. Also, that's a... Why is he so fucking ripped? This is gonna be a mess as soon as this...
Here, he has a sword.
As soon as this is open. There's gonna be so much blood. I can't wait for a boogeyman to just turn into a Tyrannosaurus Rex. I don't even have most of the animal variants in here. I don't think there's an Archleon. Oh, no, there is. There it is. There's also a man variant. There you go. That's pretty cool. RHAMPH. That's kind of freaky looking. Looks like it screams really loudly. I don't like those teeth at all. Pachysaurus? I think I already got one of those. Okay, what the fuck is an O? What the hell is that? Any ideas? What the fuck is that? It looks like it would get along well with the worm person, that's for sure. Kind of looks like a worm, but... He's literally you? Good to know. It's a worm, you're a worm. We have a saber-toothed tiger already. Just throw a bronze colossus into the middle of this to just laugh. I love how the carp used to be like unstoppable monsters, and at this point they're like more or less a Magikarp. Did I even make any of these? I can't remember. Yes. Where was it? What looks wrong? This? I mean, yeah, kinda. I don't know what to look up for early invertebrate, I guess, but do you... Nope. It's a Razorhead's baby. All of these are Helio... nope, I did not. Let's add the man variant. I'm not gonna lie, the spiral mouth looks like an evolutionary defect to me. Oh, no, we don't have a dodo. They're extinct, right? Totally fucking forgot about the dodo. Just put a little flock of them over here for good measure. Not extinct. I'm assuming that most of these are pranks, to be fair, Sticks. We've already got a bunch of the Dilfos. This. There's still dodos, apparently. Well, in this world, they're not extinct. In real life, they're extinct. I'm talking about in on Earth, bioactive, not in real life. I read that as Krendor. Condors are not a thing, I don't think. There's a Diadectus, which I think we've made. Giant beaver. Add that to the list of things I've literally never seen before in Dwarf Fort. Just throw a giant walrus in there for the lulz. Tree frog people, bear people. Cosmoceratops. Yo. That's dope looking. It's also Triceratops, which is huge. I really like the Cosmoceratops. That looks like a very Dwarf Fortressy thing. As its predator, the Host Eagle? Don't know what you're talking about then. A walrus for a walrus. Megatherium, yep. Those are cool. That's a giant anteater, basically, isn't it? It's a ground sloth with a... Did I make one of these? Yeah, I did. That's the third one I've made, actually. It's a miniature giant Triceratops. Or miniature and giant Triceratops. We call them spooks. Spooks Ceratops. Literally just skimming, looking for things that are new. Yeah, I gotta be honest. I think that the dragons look super underwhelming now. Like, I think that they should go back and, like, redraw the dragons. Like, they should go and update a bunch of the creatures. Sorry, giant ape? Is that new? Yeah, there are giant dragonflies, but they're like vermin, and I can't spawn vermin from here. At least I think. I'll look in a sec. I'm just doing a skimming session here. Going through and seeing if there's anything I don't recognize at a glance. That's new. Actually, what about that horse that... Yeah, this is all of these. Jeez, Hibber something? Those are super cool. Big fan of that weird crab thing. Dilf, did you know that you're in this game? Just saying. Bigfoot pixel art Bigfoot pixel art should be edited so that it has a 1 in 100 chance to have a zipper on the front and just be wearing like Vans. Switch to ASCII? Yeah, I should do that. This is the nightmare in ASCII. By the way. See, they're all so obvious as to what they are. So, whoops. No. They are, I mean, they would all be usable as mounts if anything that's bigger than your adventure would be usable as a mount. So should I take control of this Mammoth Man or the T-Rex Man, chat? What do you think? T-Rex is the guy? All right, chat. This is going to take a very long time, by the way. Every single creature needs to take a turn. So I'm going to bite one thing with it. I could talk. I could shout to everybody. I'm going to jump towards this guy over here. Your head says mammoth. I could take over the mammoth next. Don't worry. Is that a shark man? It's definitely a megalodon man. I'm currently in midair flying towards the arena. Haven't landed just yet. We'll get there. There's blood. Who's got blue blood? Probably one of the snails. I'm gonna try and bite something. This guy over here is having a rough week. We'll do one round of detailed combat, and then we'll go back to arena. Yeah, it's got to be one of the... Because there's a crab thingy over here that just died. Combat! Strike! The head, and we're just gonna... I was gonna say, I'm gonna try and chomp him, but... Doesn't want to let me bite him. Alright, I'll slash you with the two-handed sword then. Get him, buddy. Look at all the dodos over there fighting. Yeah, it's the crabs that have the blue blood. Alright, let's go back to the... up here. So now I can just, like... Velociraptor 14's been struck down, by the way. Velociraptor 9 has been struck down. Velociraptor 10 has been... Or, no, Aeroraptor's been struck down. I need to turn that off. 8 has been struck down, and so-and-so has bled to death. I need to turn that off. Hold up. It's kind of nice for fort mode, but... Where is it? 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 Okay, I need to do this. Citizen death. There we go. All right. And now we're in an ad break, so I gotta pause. Where's the Mammoth Man? Oh, there's the Mammoth Man. Mammoth Man, no! No kills yet. How about you? Let's go through and see who gets the most kills. That's what we gotta do. It seems like these Triceratopses are just having like a fucking field day over here. Rip the Cosmoceratops. How about you? Oh, you're drowning. Well, that's unfortunate. How about, you're also drowning. Well, that's sad. Down here. Something died. Okay, I wonder how the Megalodon is done. Hasn't killed anything. But it did get gored by a pygmy mammoth. Just kind of getting the shit kicked out of it. Up here, this Tyrannosaurus. Tyrannosaurus breaks the grip. Okay, hold up. Afroventor breaks the grip of Tyrannosaurus's teeth on their right leg. Then grabs them by the upper arm. Well, that's good. How about you? How the fuck is Tiny over here still alive? Well, clearly because you bit a Stegosaurus and in the lower body, bruising the fat. This thing is tiny. It is tiny. We're gonna have to see who gets the most kills at the end of this. Like, who's still gonna be standing is the true question. Alrighty, Mr. Woolly Mammothman. Stuff's just dying everywhere. He's just punching this thing. They're just punching each other. It's becoming a dabbling wrestler. Down here, this guy making some waves. No kills just yet. So many things have been found dead. There's so many dead dodos. Rip, you're gonna die soon. Does it not tell me who killed who? Well, that's unfortunate. Like, bites Egoraptor 4 in the head and the third part sells off in an arc. It's been knocked unconscious. Like, you're doing well there. Okay, let's just unpause. There he goes. It's one for our woolly mammothman. He's now stunned and bleeding heavily. It's dueling with a Tyrannosaurus Rex, who's bleeding heavily and overburdened. Down here, we've got the Bronchiosaurus probably falling to whatever this is, although the Megalodon here is screaming, "I've been wounded! That's not annoying!" What? After, I don't know how it's kicking things, but it's kicking things, apparently. Over here, this is all nonsense. You're dying. Most of these down here are dead. The Tyrannosaurus man over here is doing work down at the bottom. Get him, buddy. He's overexerted. It's just a mess up top here. Down in the bottom here, more stuff is going. I need to see if a dwarf can defeat a Tyrannosaurus. So I'm going to do that next. How many dwarves can fight a Tyrannosaurus? Honestly, I think it's fitting that the Tyrannosaurus man seems to be winning. Get him, bud. Clearly the superior creature. I mean, look at that profile picture. Look at that picture. 19 kills, apparently. No kidding, what a guy. I'm going to quit this arena and start a new one. I'm going to start a thing, which is I'm going to make a fully legendary dwarf. Maybe just with like full steel kit. And we're gonna see how many T-Rexes it can beat. I don't know, he looks more like a Goblin King to me. Or if I could get a T-Rex man wizard, and then he could be the King Gizzard of the Lizard Wizard. Okay, so Dwarf. Expert fighter. Grandmaster fighter. That's fine. Let's say... What weapon, chat? What do you think? You know what? Maybe it should just be armor. Like, no weapon. Hammer? Ooh, true. Steel axe. Yeah, that'd be pretty classy. I have to find the steel axe. Why don't we just do an iron battle axe? Just because it's at the top for the sake of my sanity. Iron battle axe, headwear, iron helm, iron gauntlets, iron high boots, iron greaves, iron shield, iron breastplate, iron mail shirt. Okay. So, I'm going to save and continue playing, and we're just going to call this Dwarf versus. Okay. So now that I've done that, we'll do reset. Tie. So how many Tyrannosaurs should I give it? Let's do 3 for starters. Oh, actually, hold up. Well, he's going to kill all 3 of them, but I need to make them enemies. Okay, so that's 3 done. Okay. Now I'm going to make them one side so that they fight together. Okay, so that was 3. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 1, 2. Oh, he's overexerted. 3, 4. Yeah, it was made by Diamond Destruct, who's a member of this chat. John I'm amazed that he keeps it up, actually. Okay, so that was what, 4? So let's wait until Dwarfy here is no longer tired. There you go. Okay, so he's now recovered. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What do you think, chat? Place your bets. Does Dwarf got this? Let's see. Tired immediately. Overexerted. Is successfully dodging, but how injured are they? Heavy bleeding. Tired, faint, heavy bleeding. Unconscious, heavy bleeding. So they're all bleeding very heavily. The actual combat. Dwarf hacks him, tearing the muscle. Dwarf is exhausted, unconscious, chomp. So 5 might be too many. Let's see if any of them bleed to death. Oh, there's one. Also, 8,000 weight versus 81 weight. Those are pretty big. Like, they're still bleeding. Or this one is. What'd you come back to? Oh, this is arena mode. I just wanted to see some of the new dinosaurs, so we, are testing dwarves against stuff. Give them all masterwork gear? Nah. I want this to be like a reasonable representation of like in-game. Okay, so we got Dwarf 1 now. Let's go. Velociraptors, oh boy. Okay. How many should we start with, chat, for Velociraptors? There's lots and lots of mods for this game. And there's also already like 245,361 trillion mods for that Shiake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll start off small. All right, Dwarfy. Go, go. Okay, got a little tired. But no big challenge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Double it or nothing. Oh, I should have waited for the dwarf to not be tired. Oh, well. Okay, well, that was my bad. Okay, bad science on that one. I need to wait for him to not be tired. One DF cage full. Oh, no. I should check if he's injured. Yeah. Yeah. Technically, exhaustion is an injury, which I think is really funny. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Get him, Dwarfus! Immediately in a martial trance. And he's overexerted. Now we gotta wait for him to get through the overexertion so we can go on for the next round. No injuries. Just tired. I feel like if he gets injured, Moreb, he's probably dead. Okay, so 15 is doable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Get him, Dwarf. Shredded. Okay, so martial trance might be the deciding factor there. I haven't fucked around in the object testing arena in like years. Call it at 18. I'm gonna see if he can do it with martial trance, because like martial trance does have like a cooldown. Jurassic Park absolutely uses creative freedom for a lot of things. They called them Velociraptors even though they're way too big to be Velociraptors, because Velociraptor sounds cool. Also, I just realized I needed to name one of the dogs, one of the hunting dogs, Argo. I will leave that up, pause notifications, and do that tomorrow. If Jay the Dragon is still here. Or I could just pop into the other save and do that. Velociraptor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I feel like that's 20 because it's 21 plus dwarf. Go! Oh. Well, I fucked up. They're all independent, and so they're all murdering one another. Whoops. Okay, well, let's try this again. Velociraptor. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 21. Go, Dwarfus. Yeah, so 20 seems to be too much. I do have to name something for somebody, though. So I'm just going to reload the other save real quick here. Yeah. Which are actually a bit bigger than the ones in Jurassic Park. Chat, what other dinosaur should I make the dwarf fight? It's just going to be footage used alongside of the, what do you call it? They wanted it named Argo. There you go. So that I don't forget. True, I could give the dwarf some war dogs, but the dwarf is still independent is the issue. A mammoth? Ooh. Sure, let's do some mammoths. That would be funny because a paper came out today that essentially invalidated it as a whole. I don't know what a Suchomani is. Mackie roll. I do know what a Mackie roll is, though. Delicious. I will say, though, Shia, before you mod Dwarf Fortress, play a fort or two without mods. Just so that you can learn the basics, so that you understand what you're modding. It's a common problem I think people run into with games like this, is they mod the crap out of the game and then go, this is weird. Because mods for Dwarf Fortress are kind of weird. Let's do the Utah Raptors. Let's just say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 Utah Raptors. Get them, buddy. Okay, so 5 Utah Raptors. Piece of cake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Without the Martial Trance, they can't do it. They need the Martial Trance. Like, you can reflavor Dwarf Fortress really easily with mods, but modding the game is more of a, like, the deep mods are kind of the sort of thing that you want to do once you know what you're doing, because otherwise you'll just end up playing, like, weirdly reskinned parts of the game that don't make much sense, if that makes any sense. Well, actually, here, if you've only ever played the free version, here's a mod that you should grab. This is just because of the YouTube chat. Hold up. If you've only played the free version of Dwarf Fortress, you should grab this mod. Although it probably needs to be updated now that there's, like, a new version out, right? But Hewn. It's a free tile set for the vanilla game. So you can download this for the free version. Like, it's just easy to find through the Steam Workshop, but, like, there's links where you can get the free version pre-packaged and whatnot. But yeah, it needs updates because there's been a few patches, but this is one of the cooler mods to come out recently because, you know, you can just grab it from one of these links. I think it's like that one, yeah, or this one. And you can play the vanilla game with that. Continue active game. That. Martial Trance is not RNG, it's a cooldown. But it's, like, kind of a long cooldown. It's like the sort of thing where you get, like... Wait, what pauses the video? On mobile? Is that Linux? Yes. Okay, so let's do mammoths. One. Dwarf versus mammoth. Go! Dwarf wins easy. No question. Dwarf versus 2 mammoth. Go! Dwarf wins no problem. Not even a sweat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mammoth is a go. Dwarf is in a martial trance. Wow. Okay, that was impressive. Literally lined them up as he was getting overexerted and then just took them down one by one. Holy shit. Okay, so let's do a let's do 6 because I think this might be the limit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's all about like placement now and a lot of luck. Come on, dude. Ugh! Don't get surrounded. Don't go unconscious. Don't get knocked out. No! Oh, so close. Yeah, 6 is it, I think. Like, maybe could have won with if he, Oh, man, they might all bleed to death. That's 1. Oh, tie? Maybe? Oh, no, not a tie. Yeah, if he had the martial trance, he probably could have done it. But, like, that's pretty tough. Brontosaurus, okay. Press 1 if you're using Linux in my chat. Does tired matter for this fight? Tired is like the #1 thing that kills you in Dwarf Fortress. The reason martial trance is so strong is it makes you immune to tired. I'm seeing 2 in YouTube as well. Bront. It's here for the Brontosaurus. Aim for the neck! Okay, well, that's 1. Holy shit, that's big. You know, if I do a full heal, it might reset martial trance. I'll try that. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. Very quickly lost his spear. The dwarf is just scratching them. Yep, they crushed him. Alan, thanks for the 23rd month. Still counts in peep. So I'm reading Gargoyle Drawer. He says, you can be like me who uses the Linux version and the Windows Steam Premium version, having to manually update both for premium tile sets. Why would you have to manually update either of them? I feel like you're doing something wrong if you have to manually update them. Am I planning on making a dino army? That's not the plan. No, I'm just messing around right now. But I do need to go pretty soon here, actually. I've gone 40 minutes later than I should, and I have to ride my bike somewhere. Although, I'll be honest, I have to ride my bike across town. It is fucking pouring rain. So, like, I'm kind of hoping it's going to stop because it's getting sunnier. Although I have 40 minutes to get there, and it takes 15 minutes, so we got a little bit more time. How about Triceratops? One. Okay, pretty easy. How heavy are they? Okay, not too big, but certainly not the smallest thing. 1, 2, 3 of them, because it's try. Woo, martial trance. executed them immediately. While the martial trance is still running, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Double them. Nope. Immediately wrecked. Good stuff. Chat, we will be picking up and continuing the fortress tomorrow. But I think that's plenty of footage for a news video, which I'll be editing tonight. I do have to get somewhere, honestly. So tomorrow, we will be streaming more of the same fort. So if you want to see if we can find dinosaurs in that fort, then tune in tomorrow. Same dwarf time, same dwarf channel. You know where to find it. And keep an eye out for a news video. And also, as I said earlier, if you post screenshots on Discord of dinos that you find, you might get thrown into a news video. So, how was the dino stuff? We found, I'd say maybe 4 different new creatures in that first fort. It's going to take a while, you know, like, I don't think I've ever seen a giant beaver before, as an example. So, like, the odds that we get tons of dinosaurs are still pretty low just because of the rarity of some creatures in Dwarf Fort. And it's going to take a lot of learning to figure out what's where, right? Like, you know, unless you know exactly where to find them, you're probably never going to see elephants in Dwarf Fort kind of thing. So, YouTube folks, I'm shutting you down now, but if you want to come raid somebody, pop over here onto Twitch. Otherwise, where do you download them from? Literally, just go to the Steam Workshop for Dwarf Fortress. There's a link in the description of that mod, Hewn, the one that I mentioned. All right. Laters, YouTubes. And Twitch chat. You guys ready to go raid someone? Thank you very much, by the way, to everybody who tuned in. This is the most people I've had hanging out since like, geez, November, when the Siege update launched. So thanks for tuning in, guys. It's nice to have you. I'm going to go grab the raid music. And also, it's since we were talking a little bit a second ago about how I'm using Linux, it's a good thing I'm using my KDE Plasma desktop environment and not my